Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and bust. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Sunday morning, we have a new mayor. What the heck is going on? It's the first Sunday of the new year, and with us today is Andrew Rein, and he is the president of the Citizens Budget Commission, and he's going to tell us where is the budget and what is the truth. Well, Andrew, Happy New Year, and our citizens are waiting for the answers.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So, here we are. We have a new mayor, and the city council has given him an extra couple of weeks, but by mid-February, he has to propose his first budget. The city budget's now $120 billion. But when he comes in, he has to close the next year's budget gap, which is $5 to $8 billion. He has to make sure he can deal with any federal cuts, make sure we're ready for a recession, and he has proposed a whole host of new spending programs, and that is a tall order to meet all those masters. It's a surmountable task, but he has to make choices, not just try to do everything for everybody.
Understood. And the rumors I hear, and it's just rumors, that they're short, like I think you said, maybe $6 billion. And some of the new projects he wants to do is another $10 billion. And he's certainly not going to borrow that from the state, because I don't think they have it. And unless he cooperates with the federal government, they're not going to voluntarily give him anything.
No, this is exactly the challenge. I mean, he has been somewhat realistic since winning the general election, saying that he needs to make progress. You're not going to get everything tomorrow, which is a good first step. But what does that progress look like? At what cost, and where do you get the money? Now, he can make progress on childcare, and there are affordability challenges in the city for some people, and that's important. He galvanized the electorate with saying we need a more affordable city. That resonated with people. But what we have to first do is look at the part of that $120 billion we're already spending and say, where are we not getting the value? We have schools that are getting smaller and smaller, yet we give them more money. Not that kids don't need education, they do. But we're spending $41,000 a kid and not delivering education. Let's look at that money and put it somewhere else that's higher use. We have 140 different welfare benefit funds for union locals. If we consolidated them, we could save almost $200 million. You have to start combing through the city budget and shifting money, not just adding. Because what he's proposed, of course, is to raise the personal income tax, to raise business taxes, both of which he doesn't have the authority to do as a mayor, but both of which also would harm our competitiveness. We need people to want to be, and businesses to want to be in New York. Our share of the nation's millionaires has been shrinking. We used to have 12.7% in New York State. Now we have 8.7%. If we kept our share of the nation's millionaires the same, we'd have $3 billion more in tax dollars in the city today. That's money people could use. We've got to think about this differently, shifting the money and keeping businesses and people here to pay the taxes to support the services.
Now, the key item, Andrew, and I tell this to everybody, Florida is up to 23.9 million people. New York is down to like 19.7 million people, 4 million people differential. If you add up the budget for New York State and New York City, it's 370 billion, and Florida is only 120. Where's the rest of the money?
No, the reality is New York has always provided a wide array of services and more than Florida, and there's some good that comes with that. But that differential is way too much. We need to look at what value we're getting for our dollar. Do you know, in New York City, we ask New Yorkers how good you think the services are. 27% of New Yorkers said New York City public services are good or excellent. It used to be 47% before the pandemic. Only 27% were not getting value for the money. Our kids are having middling marks in schools, yet we're spending $41,000, twice the national average, to educate each kid. We have to manage government better. And I will say this: Mayor Mamdani has talked a lot about. He's a believer in government. Who better than a believer in government to go in there and make sure it works for the people?
Now, it's triple. That's for less people, and I just don't know. You know any businesses that say we want to move our business to a factory to New York?
Well, certainly we haven't been a manufacturing center for major, factories for a long time. But New York is still a good place. There are people look at what you've done in New York, and you've committed to New York. But we need people to want to be here. It's amazing to think that the capital, New York City, is a place that's growing millionaires, at a slower rate than the country on average. That's, our millionaires, yes, they've doubled in the last 12 years, but they've tripled everywhere else and quadrupled in Florida. This should be the place that people come and want to make money. And right now, business taxes in New York City, check this out. New York City businesses pay combined city, state, and MTA region tax of 17.44%. That, across the river in New Jersey, they're paying 11.5%. We need to be competitive. It's a little complicated when you analyze what business taxes mean to competitiveness, but we can't have that upward pressure on prices, and we can't be sending a signal to businesses that it costs more to be here.
Understood. So what's the answer? Do we just wait and see what happens?
Well, the answer lies both with Mayor Mamdani and Governor Hochul. Listen, she's championed child care. She has an election year, and election years are notorious for people wanting to spend a lot of money in a lot of different programs. But we need both of them to hold the line on taxes, to comb through the budgets, and make New York affordable by the money we're already spending and by unleashing the private sector to build more housing and making sure that our energy is affordable. Both of them have a role to play, and the legislature and the city council, to really make sure government works for people. It doesn't have to spend more. It has to spend smart.
You're absolutely correct. Well, let's continue to monitor it, and I look forward to talking to you again maybe in 30 days.
Appreciate the opportunity. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much.
Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and bust. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.